What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Unscripted Live here on the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. I'm your host and producer, Logan Landers, and joining me to talk about some NBA 2023 opening night predictions, Jay McLovin. What's up, Jay?
Hey, I am doing well, sir. I am doing well, man. Glad to talk some basketball with these fellas, and it wasn't Dusty Baker's fault. There you go. I'm done.
If you want to see our full thoughts about that, we did a close to home segment. You can see where everyone got involved with that. Hey, as always, stat guy Dustin Reese. What's up, brother?
Not much, just watching a little cricket in the background on the TV.
Yes, of course he is. And the man down below me changed his name in between shows on a dime. He is no longer Foxborough Frankie C. He's no longer Frankie the Yankee. It's now time for Frankie Lake Show C. What's up, Frankie?
What's going on, Logan? What's going on, Dustin? How you doing, Jay? How you doing, Jay?
How you doing? How you doing? Hey, by the way, real quick before we get started, Frankie, it is your turn to bring the popcorn and beer to the World Series Game 1.
Oh, there we go, to the watch party. That's
Jay, I was popping that popcorn in the microwave last night by the fourth inning. I was warming up your chair. I was warming up your seat. I was fluffing up your pillow. I got the blanket ready, and I was like, "This spot is for Jay McLovin."
Oh,
and hey, look, I can't tell you a better group of guys. If I'm gonna be on the couch, there's a better group of guys to be on the couch with. Let me tell you.
Oh, hey, there we go. But guys, let's go ahead and get right into this one. Opening night is tonight. Basketball is finally back. We're gonna do the late game first. The Phoenix Suns taking on the Golden State Warriors. Dustin, who's taking this one and going 1-0 on the season?
I like the Warriors to take this one. Yes, Kevin Durant is back in Phoenix, which we all know how much Frankie loves Kevin Durant. But not having Chris Paul in Phoenix this year, I think, is going to be a bigger loss than what the Suns realize, especially when the guy they traded for him, Bradley Beal, is not even playing tonight. They're going to kind of ease him into action. I don't know what the reasoning for that is. They also do not have DeAndre Ayton, another big part of Phoenix's success the past 4 years. So right now you're down to Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Granted, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant are two great scorers. Neither one of them play that much defense. So that's not going to bode well when that is something that Frank Vogel has always preached as a head coach. He's always been a defensive-minded head coach. And that's ultimately the one thing that's cost Phoenix the last couple of years has been their defense, letting them down in the playoffs. And unless they can improve on that, it's not going to be much better for them this year. And that's at least one of the things that Chris Paul did well was play great defense, especially on the ball. But I think the Warriors win tonight. Just opening night at Golden State's always a very hectic environment. Playing at Golden State in general is a hectic environment. But I think Golden State has a little bit of chip on their shoulders this year after kind of how they bowed out in the playoffs last year. I think they're going to be a little bit better than what they were last year. And I think having Chris Paul on their team, it's going to kind of create more open looks for Curry and Thompson this year because Paul's going to be the one distributing the basketball.
All right. Well said. Frankie, who's taking this one, my friend? Suns or Warriors?
I'm gonna go with the Golden State Warriors. I don't bet against the Golden State Warriors when they're going up against Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a trash player. I don't know what Dustin's talking about me loving KD. If it's love, it's that hate love type thing, where I just straight hate him and I never love him.
You love to hate him.
Yeah, that's it.
I also hate to love him, but real talk though, real talk. Draymond Green isn't playing for the Golden State Warriors. I feel like that's going to be a slight advantage for the Phoenix Suns. But then again, after hearing what Dustin just said, Bradley Beal not playing, DeAndre Ayton not there anymore. As all of you know, he got traded away. So I feel like the upper advantage goes for the Golden State Warriors. But then again, if you look at it, Golden State said before the season started that Klay Thompson will be playing power forward. What? Or small forward. What? What in the blue hell is going on in San Francisco? Why would you go ahead and put this man in the toughest position in the NBA? I'm talking about you got people. For one, he's got to go up against Kevin Durant tonight. He's got to go one-on-one with KD. You know the height advantage that KD's got over Klay Thompson. Mind you, though, I do believe that Klay Thompson could get some blocks off KD, and I do think Klay Thompson will play better than KD.
You always put disclaimers in it. Don't put no disclaimers. Say what you feel.
I am saying how I feel. I think Klay Thompson is going to be better because Kevin Durant is garbage, and he's trash. He's a bum. He's got weak knees, and he's got a broken ankle. I don't care.
Good Lord.
Klay Thompson is going to be better than Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant's a little bit taller than Klay Thompson. He really is.
Just a little bit.
But I do think Chris Paul is going to have an amazing game tonight. Just going up against your former foe in the first opening night of the NBA season. It's going to be a really good advantage for him. I feel like he wants revenge over the Suns, and I do think that he basically blames the Suns organization for not giving him that, for not giving him, but also not successfully winning that ring that he truly deserves. I think Chris Paul deserves a ring. He's an absolute phenomenal player, and it was the Phoenix Suns organization that basically ruined him, quote unquote DeAndre Ayton not showing up. But other than that, sports all talk and stuff like that. Golden State Warriors is winning it tonight. Kevin Durant sucks. He's a bum. I can't wait for him to get injured tonight.
Good. All right, then. I don't know how you follow that up. I really don't.
Jay knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no,
because last year I helped Jay open his eyes to the gods, and he finally seen and realized that I was telling the truth all along for the past 4 years.
Frankie has been on kind of a crusade in the last few seasons about his hatred of Kevin Durant.
It's like watching a husband and wife get divorced, and it's ugly.
Oh, all right. Well, Jay, who you taking in this one?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Warriors. I don't even think it's close. I think it's the Warriors for a couple of reasons. Number one, yeah, Draymond Green is out, but I think Looney fills in just fine for him at the center spot. Number two, Booker and Beal are game time decisions. I don't know exactly. They didn't specify exactly why they're game time decisions. I don't know if it's injury or whatever, but they got them listed as game time decisions, which I always think that's kind of a weird thing. The Suns bench, though, quite honestly, is the reason why I give it to the Warriors more than anything else. I don't even care if Bill does play. I don't even care if Booker does play. It doesn't really even honestly matter that Green is out. What matters is that they have a weak bench that I feel like, they're not going to have enough to substitute the guys that they actually do have in. Let's be honest, Bill's not a young spring chicken anymore. Neither is Durant a young spring chicken anymore. And those minutes do matter, especially when Durant has been injury prone as he has been. So keep that in mind. Secondly, I also want to point out the fact that, I would like to see Thompson play Durant. They do have Thompson in the depth chart listed as a small forward, so I would probably expect him to see him as a small forward tonight. If he does go up against Durant tonight, the thing that worries me the most is you need to be a little bit physical with Durant and put him in awkward spots so he can't get comfortable shooting the rock. Can Thompson do that? Thompson himself is barely off of all that injury crap that he just went through. So I'm always a little nervous when they both have a torn Achilles heel. So they both have kind of gone through the same issues. So it's kind of like watching one old guy go up against another old guy and thinking which old guy is going to win the physical battle. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give this to Seth Curry. I just think him and the Warriors are going to be a little bit better in terms of play and in terms of bench. Again, the bench is where I put most of it, right? I think you got Grayson Allen and Eric Gordon. Now, I'm very familiar with both of these cats, right? We all know what Grayson Allen did and the controversy between him and Chicago and all that craziness with those hits and things like that. The kind of a little bit of a dirty play on Grayson Allen a little bit. But we also know how Eric Gordon could play with Houston, what he's done with Houston from a bench role. And Eric Gordon off the bench is really good. So I do want to acknowledge those guys for the Phoenix Suns. But I don't think it's going to be enough to overcome the Golden State Warriors. So therefore, I'm giving the Warriors the win in that tonight. And I don't think it's going to be an issue. Oh, and by the way, it is in Golden State, by the way, too.
And I think Golden State will get the win as well. I think that they have a lot of chemistry. Obviously, opening night in for them at home is always insane. Regardless if they win a championship or not, the fans are going to be packed out and going crazy. And for Phoenix, what we said last year in the postseason about why they got knocked out is because they had a weak bench. I feel like they improved it, but not maybe to the extent that some of us thought they would be. Obviously, no one really thought they'd get Bradley Beal either, but that's another story for another day. But I think obviously with Beal, potentially not playing, it seems, and Booker also, like you mentioned, being a game time decision, it remains to be seen. I'll go with the Warriors, even minus Draymond Green. That team will know how to gel, just like they've done in years past. So I'll take the Warriors getting win in game 1 of the season. All right, for the first game of the night, this one's going to be having a little bit of an earlier start. Lakers and Nuggets. Jay McLovin kick things out.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt that the Lakers have, in my opinion, at least improved their team. I don't think a lot of you guys will agree with that. I know Frankie will definitely agree with it. Frankie loves this new improved lineup, as he should. You got Russell at the point still. I'm not a big fan of Russell. You got AR-15 at the shooting guard. I do like AR-15.
Say his name with authority. Say his initials with authority, Jay.
AR-15 is at the shooting guard.
There we go.
But here's where it gets a little dicey for me. If you look at the depth chart for LA, they got Vanderbilt listed at the power forward. Excuse me, Vanderbilt listed at the power forward, and they got Davis listed at the center. Me personally, I don't really like that. I think it should be Davis at the power forward. I think it should be Christian Wood at the center. So that right there is kind of issue number one with the Lakers, if that in fact is what they intend to roll out with. Now, if they roll out with Wood at the center and Davis at the power forward and Vanderbilt, because I think Vanderbilt is kind of day-to-day, so it could be a possibility that actually Davis does go to the power forward and Wood comes out. Now, that could be great.
Jay, before you continue, I wanted to let you guys know, Jared Vanderbilt will not be playing tonight. He has been ruled out by Darvin Ham, and to take his place is Prince.
Really?
All right, Torian Prince.
Well, okay. Either way, that still doesn't. Okay, at the end of the day, if you're going to play Prince, if you don't have Davis at the power forward and Christian Wood as your starting lineup, I have an issue. Let's just put it that way. I have an issue with that. That's issue one for me. Issue two for me is they're still going against the Denver Nuggets, the champions in Denver, and we know that Denver took them out last season. So Murray called Kentavious Pope, which is a former Laker. We know I tell you right now, Kentavious Pope for the Lakers back in the day, I liked him, and I was surprised to see him go. And the fact that he's now with Denver and Porter Jr., Aaron, everybody's healthy. Murray's healthy. Porter Jr.'s healthy. Joker's healthy. I think they're rejuvenized. It is in Denver. And for all of those reasons, I am going to go Denver in this. I do think it's a better look Lakers, but I got questions on who they start, and we'll see how that happens.
All right, Dustin, are you going to go with the defending champs, or will the Lakers get them?
Well, this is banner night in Denver, and it's going to be a very ruckus crowd in Denver, as it is the case for most banner night unveilings. But this is also a revenge game for the Lakers, because the Lakers are embarrassed and very angry for how they fell out in the playoffs last year. And
damn right.
With a healthy Anthony Davis, with a healthy LeBron James, and just the pieces they added to this roster, they're going to be a much better team. The addition of Christian Wood is a bigger addition than what people think. Christian Wood was a top 10 scorer power forward-wise a couple of years ago, and he still has the potential to give you 18 to 20 points per game. You pair that with what Anthony Davis and LeBron James does, that's giving you one of the best front courts in the NBA, top to bottom, from small forward to the center position. Not many teams have three guys in the front court that are going to give you 20-plus points a night. This is going to be a game that I think ultimately will go into overtime. But when all is said and done, I think the Lakers get it tonight. I think the Lakers send a statement tonight, and I think the Lakers are going to be one of the teams to beat in the Western Conference this year.
One question. Before Frankie goes, this is really kind of a question I want to ask Frankie before Frankie gets into his spiel about his Lakers. You know that Anthony Davis, I call him arthritic 1, and LeBron James, I call him arthritic 2. Do you think these guys need to have their minutes logged over the season, or do you think they give them carte blanche? Because we all know the availability of these guys via injury has been an issue.
I think LeBron James minutes should get shortened a bit. Him going into his 21st season, I believe, or 22nd, whichever. I don't know. The man's been in the league
Forever.
so long. Yeah, he's been in the league for so long.
He's the
now.
oldest player in the league now.
He's like Tom Brady in the NBA for some reason. But I feel like they should lessen his minutes a little bit. He's got more help than he did last year, so he doesn't have to play more minutes than he did last year. Anthony Davis, I'm not 100% sure on Anthony Davis. That man just needs to be careful. He just needs to calm down and be careful. I don't want to see you go out there and just acting like this is a playoff game right now. Like, it's game one. Just go out there, have fun, be great that the season is back on, and don't try to hurt yourself too quick, man. The last thing we need is to hear Anthony Davis is down game one and then he's not coming back till December. That's something that's going to piss me off. But then again, Jay, we got Christian Wood to back him up, so I don't care.
But you do agree, though, that Davis should be at the forward and not the center, and let Christian Wood do what Christian Wood does, right? I mean, have Braun at the small, Davis at the power, and then have Wood at the center. And I really believe that should be your starting five. Don't you agree with that?
I like that. Honestly, I like that starting five lineup. And I was thinking about that as well when we picked up Christian Woods. I was thinking that lineup was going to be like that. Maybe Darvin Ham is saving it for another time, or maybe he's saving it for playoff time. I think Darvin Ham wants to see how this team comes together with their startings and the second strings and stuff like that at the bench. I like Christian Woods right now being on the bench. You get to be that leader for the bench, because if you look at when the bench comes out, we have Gabe Vincent at the point guard. We'll have Rui Hachimura. We'll have Christian Woods. So we'll have those pieces as a bench, and then we'll have the starters. But I do think sometime this season, in the regular season, so we can see it, and also once playoff come, if we make it, I do believe that we will see that starting lineup that we're talking about right now with Russell at the point guard, AR-15 at the shooting, followed by LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Christian Woods. Or even take out D'Angelo Russell and put in Gabe Vincent. I'll put in Gabe Vincent over D'Angelo Russell. I really would. That's just my theory.
But hold on, Frankie.
I do think we'll see that.
Hold on, Frankie, don't you feel like, though, honestly, you got two aging superstars that are very injury prone. Wouldn't it be better to let a younger guy like Christian handle the center, handle the down low, and let Davis and Braun be more freelancing and less wear and tear banging wise on their bodies? Doesn't that just make more sense from a medical standpoint and the longevity of their career, or the longevity of that season and their availability?
Yeah, it would make total sense. But then again, Jay, like I said, it's game one. We had a real good real good rest. Yes, we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and we had a good, we lost, but we had a good amount of rest. Anthony Davis, healed up a little bit more from where he was at last year. LeBron James definitely healed up from where he was at last year. So it's game one. See what this starting lineup is like. But I do, like I said, a few minutes ago, I do expect Darvin Ham to change up the lineup and at some point make the lineup the way we're talking about it right now with Anthony Davis at the power and putting Christian Woods in at the center.
All right. Well, we will see what happens tonight. It's going to be a good game nonetheless. My prediction for this one, it's going to be a good game, I think. The Lakers have made a lot of, big acquisitions in free agency, really getting that bench a lot more up to par, because that was a big factor that all of us had with that team last year. And, I mean, Frankie, you can even attest it, too, with just the depth of the bench. But they fixed that this offseason, I feel. And as for the Nuggets, I mean, they're the champs. What more can you say? They've re-signed a lot of their guys. This is a team that's been gelling well for multiple seasons now. But I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the Lakers in this one, guys. It's LeBron. This could be his last opening night. We don't know. So I think that him, Davis, Christian Wood, AR-15, is that up to par? And the rest of that team, I think they're looking to play spoiler, obviously, with it being banner night. So I'll go with the Lakers getting a win in this one. But like I said, guys,
I just want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this Lakers lineup. I love what Darvin Ham has done as a coach. I love what Rob Pelinka did as a GM this offseason, and I love what Jeannie Buss did as well, letting Rob Pelinka and Darvin Ham take control in signing who they want to bring into this Lakers locker room. I think we have a lot of potential in this team, starting and bench wise. I think that this team can do really well. I do believe that this team can actually not be a play-in contending team. I think this team can be a top 6 playoff team and make it to the playoffs and not have to worry about fighting to get into the playoffs. But come tonight, Mile High Stadium. I'm going to say it right here, right now. It's on. It's on, Denver. It's on. You guys think you can walk away with a smile on your face after sweeping us and winning the championship? Congratulations on winning your first championship. Woo-hoo. Guess what? Been there, done that 17 times, sir. Listen, Denver. Listen. I understand that crowd is going to be all hype and all lit because it's banner ceremony night. It's rings on the fingers night. But guess what? Jokic, we're not the GOATs that you think that you go home to and you could go ahead and walk across.
Oh, Dan, come on, Frank.
That's not who we are. That's not who we are. We are American GOATs. When we talk about American GOATs, it's not actual animals where you could just, go ahead and smack with a long stick. No. We're American GOATs, meaning we're the greatest of all time, and LeBron James, Anthony
I don't
Davis,
think
and all
Joker's triple-double series average
Reeves,
cares.
Austin Reeves. Listen, we all know when banner ceremony comes, most of the times the teams that doing the banner ceremonies don't win. And it's for a reason. It's called a championship hangover, guys. And I believe that's what the Denver Nuggets got. I believe that's what they're going to have. And I believe the fans are just going to be high on weed, and the Lakers are going to come and get that win. Let's go, Lakers. It's game time. It's NBA season time, and we're going to see the Rockets on the bottom again.
Frankie, did you just say you have the Lakers as a top 6 team?
He did, yes.
I'm going to take it a bit further. Lakers are going to finish with the top seed in the West.
Top seed.
And they are going to win the NBA Finals this year and send LeBron James out on
oh my God. So Jay, you heard it here first.
Oh my God! I didn't even say that.
Hey, listen, I don't know. Am I drinking the White Claws or are you drinking the White Claws? That sounds like some White Claw stuff over there.
I love it.
People said the same thing when I picked Texas back in January.
Oh, stop it!
Let it be known here. Let it be known here. Look, regardless of the whole Texas Rangers getting there, all that, it is a known fact, Jay, that on October 24th of 2023, Dustin has said that the Lakers will win the finals. All right, so now we have it. It's on record.
Oh, it's so ingrained in my brain.
It's on the internet, so it's permanent. So that's how it works. Well, as always, Frankie, Jay, Dustin, love talking sports with you. NBA is finally back, and we're getting into more coverage of that with the season underway. I've been your host, producer, Logan Landers. Enjoy the rest of your nights, everyone, and we'll talk to you again on another